My name is David Azoulay. I'm a senior attorney with the Center for International Environmental Law. So we're on day 3 of INC5 here in Busan, and we finally got to start tackling the real issues. Started talking about finance, as well as chemicals of concerns and supply. Finance will be needed to implement the treaty, and it's a core demand for many of the countries who are willing to engage and commit to some obligations, but for that they need to be sure that they will have the resources to implement the treaty. There were two very different approaches that were put forward, one by donor countries, one by Africa and GRULAC, and we spent a lot of time trying to see what was the way forward with those two very, very different approaches. And that was solved after long conversations by entrusting the co-facilitators of the group to prepare a synthesis text that could serve as the basis for future discussion that will continue tomorrow. In the other contact group, we started talking about the key issues of production, supply, and chemicals of concerns. On supply, some very strong proposals were put forward and discussed, and we saw, as usual, the same countries trying to argue that this treaty should not even try to regulate polymer control. They've made a very big push to even prevent the discussions from happening, but we saw very, very strong and overwhelming support by the large majority of the countries in the room, both arguing that it was part of the mandate, it should be discussed, and supply really has a place in the treaty. It was very encouraging to finally see some countries stepping up and defend the need to regulate plastic production in the treaty. But of course, even if we manage to control the production of plastic, we're going to continue to manufacture some plastic. And here, a key element is to make sure that the plastic that we continue manufacturing are free of toxic chemicals. And there we had a number of proposals that were put forward by a number of different countries that propose different approaches to how to tackle chemicals in the treaty. Again, in the face of a number of bad faith actors who claim that this treaty should not regulate chemicals, but in the face of overwhelming support, it was decided that the proponent of the different approaches would meet tonight and would try to find a synthesis or merged approach that would bring all those proposals together. And then we moved to plenary to sort of take stock of what has been happening during the first 3 days. And there was a lot of frustration about how slow the process is going and at the ongoing obstruction technique. So what we saw in plenary was very inspired and strong statement by a large number of countries from all regions reminding us why we're here. After what we saw today, I have a little more hope that the countries that are professing ambition will finally start fighting for it.